Sizes.
Quads. Let's move on.
Okay.
We're going to take up we need to actually be efficient with this because we've only gone through one muscle group. Quads. 3 best, 3 worst. Okay.
Okay.
Best. I'm just going to start off. You start off if you want. I'm going to say. Are you going to say a leg extension?
Yeah, but I don't know if we were to have just one exercise in there, I'd probably if I was to look at it as just one exercise for the rest of my life on quads, I probably said before like a leg press, like maybe like a pivot leg press, kind of squat press or a hip press.
Yeah. Cybex squat press.
Yeah, but I think if we're looking at just isolating the quads, then a leg extension it makes the most sense in terms of targeting all 4 heads in the shortened range.
I think this can be pretty simple. It doesn't really have to be where we're thinking too much about the first 3. It can literally be a leg extension. It can be a squat variant and a leg press.
What leg extension would you use?
Prime pin loaded.
What leg press would you use?
Cybex squat press. But I will say that depends on what we're using. I feel like if you were to ask me every 6 months, it's probably going to change. Like
I don't know.
The Cybex squat press is lovely, and then squat variant. I'd probably say we've only had one rotation. I reckon that Jim Lecco pendulum, the Jim Lecco pendulum, genuinely was probably like the best. Was probably the best squat variant I've done. Or you know what? And this sounds again like that belt squat that we've used at Premier. Is that a bad shout? I wouldn't say a belt squat. I'd say if it was someone who was mechanically built for squatting, like a Cybex hack
or a Smith machine squat.
Yeah, or a Smith machine.
Again, this is all dependent on what you've got available.
Yeah.
So if we were looking at if you didn't have much available, Smith machine squat can't go wrong really. Any kind of leg press can't really go wrong. Any kind of leg extension.
Can I rapid fire the 3 worst?
Phew. That's me.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go barbell squat, a vertical leg press, and a facing at the actual a V squat where you're not facing away, like a regular a V squat. Not even a quad how it's intended. A V squat how it's intended to be
used. Yeah,
which is
very good. Very good answer.
That's my 3 rapid fire.
The vertical leg press. Sorry, great answer. Yeah. The V squat facing out. Yeah, that's correct. That's awful. Barbell back squat.
That's correct. So we're coming to this is 100%
the worst
objective.
Exercise.
There's no thought process here. 100% confirmed. Yeah.
Barbell back squat. I would have to say no because I think it depends on the individual.
Yeah, I think
you can't say that that's a bad quad exercise.
I personally would say for most it will be in the sense of lower backs will fatigue. Quads are going to get probably less out of it in comparison to other squat variants.
Yeah,
but I don't think can you grow a good set of quads doing a barbell squat? Yeah, 100%.
There are better options.
But I do think there are better alternatives for most people.
There's other really bad quad exercises that people do.
Yeah,
I feel like it's more so just awful execution.
Yeah.
Like if you would say what's the worst thing you've ever seen on quads? It's probably someone throwing a leg extension.
Oh, what about a sissy squat?
Sissy squat.
Yeah,
it's actually a good exercise.
Yeah, but I just think load and
it depends how are you looking at a sissy squat? Are you looking at one with a machine locked in, or are you looking at a free weight one?
A video of Tom Platz with a 10 kilo barbell above him, over him, and he's doing 100 reps and doing drop sets, and it's you should be better off doing something else. Who am I to talk Tom Platz in comparison to me? Fair enough, Tom Platz.
I think a sissy squat is a good exercise, but I know what you mean in terms of loading potential.
I don't think it's a bad exercise. I don't think a barbell squat. I think a V squat as it's intended.
I tell you what, front squat.
Okay, yeah, good shout. Yeah, that's a real good squat. Way worse.
Ball ache. Most people are going to get more out of the quads on a back squat anyway in terms of biomechanics.
Battered.
It's awful.
Yeah.
If you've ever tried a front squat, you'll know it's nobody likes a front squat. Yeah. I've never heard anyone go, I really like front squats.
Yeah,
I'm really good at front squats.
Brutal. The only people that enjoy them is because they're really hard.
They're horrible.
And they're brutal. Right, that's it. Quads done. Lower body done.